You ever have those days where you really want to get your life together, so you watch a few motivational videos, feel fired up, and then 2 hours later, you're lying on your bed again, scrolling Instagram? Yeah, been there. We keep telling ourselves, I need more motivation. But what if I told you, motivation is the problem? Let me explain. Motivation is that small spark you feel when you watch a YouTube video or hear an inspiring quote. But momentum, that's what keeps you moving when the spark dies out. Think of motivation like a lighter. It can start a flame, but if you don't have any fuel, the fire's gone in seconds. Momentum is the fuel. The daily grind, the small habits, the boring routines that nobody claps for. When I started taking productivity seriously, I told myself, I'll work hard when I feel motivated. Guess how that went? Exactly. I barely did anything, because motivation doesn't show up every day. But momentum does, if you build it once. Let's talk practical. How do you actually build momentum? Step 1. Lower the bar. Way lower. Most people fail because they start too big. From tomorrow, I'll study for 4 hours straight. Day 1, you do it. Day 2, poof, gone. Instead, set the smallest possible goal that's almost laughable. Okay, I'll study for 10 minutes. That's it. What happens is, your brain sees it as easy, so it doesn't resist. You start. Then maybe those 10 minutes turn into 30, and before you know it, you're in flow. That's momentum. Step 2. Kill the perfection trap. You know what kills more dreams than failure? The idea that everything has to be perfect before we start. You don't need the perfect planner, or the perfect desk setup, or the perfect study routine. You just need to start messy, write badly, study half-focused, record that video even if the lighting sucks. Just move, because once you move, clarity comes. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Step 3. Make it boring, and that's okay. See, real consistency is kind of boring. No dramatic music, no cinematic montages, just you showing up over and over, and that's where most people quit. They think boredom means failure, but boredom actually means you've entered a routine strong enough to not rely on feelings. If you can study or create even when you don't feel like it, that's when you've already won, because every small action done repeatedly compounds. Let me tell you something honest. I used to wait for the right mood, the perfect playlist, that spark of inspiration that made me feel unstoppable, but that spark never lasted. The day things changed, when I stopped chasing motivation and started chasing movement, when I told myself, I'll just do something, even if it's small, even if I don't feel like it, and that's when life actually started shifting. Step 4. Track progress, not perfection. Write down what you did today, not what you failed to do, even if it's small. Read 3 pages, cleaned my desk, recorded 5 sentences. Those things tell your brain, hey, I'm moving forward. Over time, that tiny sense of progress becomes addictive. It replaces the need for motivation completely, because now you don't need to feel ready. You're already doing it. Here's the mindset shift that ties it all together. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your habits. Motivation can make you move once. Momentum keeps you moving forever. So tonight, don't promise yourself a whole new life. Promise yourself one thing, that you'll take one small step right now, because that's all you really need. You don't need motivation. You need momentum. Let's build it together.